Of course it's tough. The moment he hears a twig snap, Akim will vanish like a magician. But the retired detective is a clever fox. I'll snag Akim's DNA sample and then use his little connections at the precinct to compare the evidence. Bill's broke, but he's got a plan. Time to go detective mode alone. Bill went on a treasure hunt in an internet cafe, looking for the doctor with clues for his daughter, and found her. Next, the university. After a wild goose chase, Bill found the professor. He needed her to connect him to the girl. To dig up info on Akim, he needed that girl, so the professor handed the phone to Bill. But rumor has it, her English is just as shaky as his. Now Bill needs a translator. Remembering his neighbor, he buys a toy and seeks help at the hotel front desk. He asked the front desk for the neighbor's address. In this strange place, she was his only hope. The girl smiled at Bill like a cat. He warmly welcomed her in, and Bill jumped straight to the point, asking Veen for a little favor, making a super simple dial the girl, set up a meet. She happily agreed. Veen said she is a peach. She's a bit shy, but they scheduled the date for tomorrow at 6. Then Veen said, "Hey, if you need a translator, I'm your girl." Bill was at a loss for words. His pockets were emptier than a kid's piggy bank. The next day, Veen picked up Bill, hope shining in her eyes. The chat was simple after all. Bill only wanted to know where Akim had run off to. The girl said Akim lived in Calais, but her friend objected, fearing Bill's intent. Bill stood to stop the girl, scaring them more. Blocked by Veen, they hurried out of the cafe. Then Veen drove Bill to Calais, sneaking into the community like spies in the dark. Bill wanted to look, but Veen refused. We're white. This area was like a drug market, definitely not a safe place to visit. No wonder the girl's friend didn't want to. Bill arrived at the prison, where his daughter could go out for a day, but Allison didn't care. Her lawyer was cooking up ways to make her a free bird for real, all thanks to the little illusion Bill created. He's got skills. I'll check on jobs and other stuff, and I can ask Graham to lend me some cash. I can do this, Bill confidently declared with a swagger. This was Veen's basement, filled with every tool you could imagine. Veen's house was buzzing. Today was a busy day indeed. Fixing circuits and toilets, Veen and her pal were in a rush. Her friend cleverly found the girl's social media. Tons of party photos. That guy named Akim could be in there. All Allison had to do was point him out, but Bill wasn't too thrilled about that, as it would blow his daughter's cover and go against her trust. Besides the girl and Allison, the bar owner might have seen Akim too. That path opened up a new lead. This was Allison's old neighborhood, scene of a 5-year-old murder. They arrived at the old school bar. But the bar's now owned by this guy, and Ewan, the owner, is here drinking. Lucky Bill. They asked Ewan to identify Akim in photos, but biased, he claimed none were trustworthy. The owner even vowed that he would be willing to testify in court, fully convinced that all those boys were guilty. Veen flew into a rage upon hearing that. Bill looked confused. Veen explained, but Bill focused only on saving his daughter. Their differing values led to heated discussion, and Veen quipped, "You sound just like an American." Bill shot back, "Yeah, and you're just quirky." The two stormed off in a half-classic bad Hollywood drama. Back at the hotel, Bill got a message from his daughter's grandma, saying Allison had called her wanting more cash for her legal battle. Bill told Grandma that the lawyer stuff wasn't crucial yet, but Grandma was having none of it. Things were still in a tizzy. Allison heard Grandma call her dad weird, so Bill pulled out a photo for his daughter to scrutinize, no longer hiding. He asked her to find Akim among them. Allison studied those pics for nights, and finally, she spotted that handsome guy. For an amazing video experience, Darian's desktop version. Big screen for live games and endless scrolling. Enjoy clearer views and more fun. Pop-up mode for multitasking. Download Darian Desktop Client now. Set a trendy wallpaper for free. Download Darian Desktop and experience it. Bill took the most old-school approach, holding Akim's photo and knocking on doors, his face telling a ballad of frustration. She braved risks, asking from dawn till dusk, at court still nightfall. She kept asking passers-by. In a plaza, her white skin drew thugs' attention. An unexpected encounter awaited. Facing thugs, Bill boldly pulled out her photo, not wanting to miss anyone. Like a game. At a chit-chat, provocation led to a brawl. 1 vs many. Not a fair fight. Bill was outnumbered, quickly taken down. Suddenly, big shots appeared, changing the tide. She didn't want her again to stir trouble, fearing undercover cops. And boom, Akim appeared. Do you know him? Nope, never seen him before. Who's that? Let's scram. Those two are mine. Bill finally found Akim, but chaos ensued. Bill found Akim, but it stirred up the whole gang. She was dumped aside and promptly sent to the hospital. In this city, she could only call Bean to take her home. Bean's attitude towards Bill changed drastically.